Some viewers may find this disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hi my loves, it's CHANGE.TROYCE and you're watching Choice TV. For today's video I wanted to get on here and do another Unpopular Opinions video because I literally have the best unpopular opinions on YouTube. So I wanted to get on here and give my unpopular opinions about things that I feel, things that I believe, and a lot of, really crazy subjects that sometimes people like to sweep under the rug. I feel like everybody gets on YouTube and when they do these unpopular opinions, it's always, pineapples don't belong on pizza. Shut the fuck up, no one cares. So here are my unpopular opinions, and this is what the fuck I have to say. My first unpopular opinion is this. Jamaica is still low-key a colonizer country. So the country is still low-key colonized because it's a shame that the country still doesn't even have access to a big portion of their beaches. There's a large amount of beaches in Jamaica. They're known for their crystal blue waters, their beautiful sand. It's a shame because Jamaica is still one of the few countries that allows people to privately own and buy parts of the beach, and people can't even have access to it or go on it. This has been an ongoing debate for years.
Many beaches are attached to hotels, private developments, or attachments that charge entry fees.
This morning,
5 policemen and one with a big old rifle.
what did they say?
They said we cannot come and swim here.
We the people only have access to 2.8 miles, right, of the coastline is beaches that are accessible to the public. So that is a mere 0.06%.
I'm not saying they can't have the private section, but they can bar the people who born here, born and bred here, robbing them of their birthright. This is our birthright.
What a shame. That country is still in shackles to this day. And sometimes people like to ignore it and say, well, there's still a lot of beaches. There may be a lot of beaches, but imagine 75% of the beaches or more being owned by resorts, private investors, and wealthy people that live on the island. And get this, a lot of them aren't even Jamaican. Jamaicans can't even easily go to Ireland. They can't easily go to the UK. They can't easily go to the United States of America. And they can't easily go to a lot of other countries where a lot of these foreign investors come from. So it's crazy because when you walk around Jamaica, you literally see all these beauty supply stores, these supermarkets, you see these barbershops, you see these shops, and they're all owned by Arabs and Chinese and Indians, and they're also owned by a big portion of Irish people and British people. That country is still in shackles to this day. So if you ever go to Jamaica, try your best to support the locals. It might not be easy, but try to support the locals because this shit is fucking insane that you can't have access to your beach. Jamaica is one of the only few countries that allows this. Okay, the movie The Mummy is probably one of the best movies I've seen in a very long time. If you haven't watched the new The Mummy, please definitely check it out. That shit had me shook and fucked up, had me thinking some shit was gonna pop off from the corner of my bed. But I will say this, if you had a chance to see the movie, the parents were dead ass in the wrong and they deserve more accountability than the witch who ended up kidnapping that little girl. So in the movie, there was a little witch who kidnapped a little girl and basically threw a fucking parasite inside her body and possessed her spirit so that way they can harvest and keep a demon encaged. But what's interesting is we don't look at the parents. Everyone blames the witch for being so evil and conniving, but the parents are the ones that weren't watching their fucking kid. Why didn't these parents tell their child, you gotta not talk to strangers, don't speak to strangers, watch out for strangers, stranger danger, and much more? I feel like most of us are taught these things as kids. Most of us are taught these things as kids, and these dumbass parents didn't even instill that into their child. So it's the parents' fault why their child got possessed and went missing for years. Burning sage does help. Some of y'all are just haters. It's not witchcraft. It's not weird. It's not a waste of time. It's not a waste of smoke. Burning sage does help. A lot of times, sage does work. It has actual usage. Sometimes people like to automatically demonize it and label it as merely witchcraft or spiritual superstition. Sage works. Some of you guys just aren't using your brain. Jamaicans make the worst macaroni and cheese you will ever have in your entire life. So the imaginary friend grandma was being very dramatic. So if y'all didn't know, there was this TikTok of this woman who basically decided to tell her granddaughter, you don't have an imaginary friend, you only have God, and that's about it.
No imaginary friend, okay? You don't have any imaginary friend, eh? Okay? You don't, in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Amen. Not the one that will tell you to do something you don't want to do. Bless me, my dear, in Jesus' name. Okay?
Okay.
Oh, thank you, Jesus.
So this video went viral and a lot of people were co-signing what the grandma was doing. Since when can't kids have an imagination? Sometimes having an imaginary friend is a good way to start talking to yourself and getting to hear yourself think. Sometimes we gotta hear ourselves think, and sometimes having an imaginary friend is a creative outlet for children. It's a shame that this grandma sat up here and tried to turn it into something demonic and spiritual. Not everything is spiritual warfare. Norbit was a terrible film. It's one of the worst films I've ever seen in my entire life. As a kid, when it first came out, I did watch it and thought it was entertaining. But Norbit is a terrible film. It literally reinforces negative stereotypes. It's one of the worst films I've ever seen in my entire life, and it's crazy that out of all the films that Eddie Murphy has done, this is seen as like top 5 of some of his best and most known, most notable, most highly funded and praised work.
Little Miss Skinny Bitch gonna be there?
If you have friends that are successful, buy them a gift. Stop being a fucking cheapskate and buy your friend a gift. Take them out to dinner. Do something nice for rather be a friend or a family. It doesn't matter if somebody's already stable or somebody they already have things together. Just buy them a gift. You can't buy thoughtfulness, and most people aren't thoughtful. The least you could do is buy somebody a gift if you actually care. Get somebody you care about, even if they're stable, a gift. Gifts are only for people who are unstable. Sheriff 7 had a point when she talked about Afghani men, Arab men, and men who come from very strict Muslim extreme countries. When she said a lot of them tend to be gay. Or I would say even bisexual or something other than straight. She had a point when she said that.
You know, we have the internet, and all the other women in the other countries, they're clocking all y'all's gay men. You see? So, in my personal opinion, if you want to do something, if you want to help those women over there, clock their gay men, because it all starts there. That's where the source of the issue is. They don't want to be with those women. They don't like women. That whole area over there, there's got to be a lot of gay men over there. There's got to be a bunch of gay men over there that are oppressed and suppressed and taking it out on women. Okay? If they fear women more than they fear their own God, if they fear coming out the closet more than they fear anything, that's why they're violent. They can't be who they are. Make it viral because that's the truth. Them gay guys are mad because they can't be what they want to be. Okay? If your religion and your culture suppresses who you truly are and want to be, you're going to take it out on somebody. So go ahead and out them fools. That's how you're going to help the women of Afghanistan and Pakistan and other parts of the world where women are being oppressed because men aren't allowed to be gay. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle.
So let me tell you why I agree with Sheriff 7 on this. So as we all know, Afghanistan has been making headlines along with a lot of, extremist countries for how they treat women and how they're making women stay silent. So yes, in Afghanistan, if women are seen trying to publicly speak or publicly address anything and have any type of protest, they will more than likely be sentenced to jail or they will be offed, as in their lives will be taken away.
Human rights organizations describe the Taliban's sweeping restrictions as a systematic erasure of women and girls from public life, with some characterizing the system as gender apartheid. The restrictions extend even beyond schools and workplaces. Under the Taliban, Afghan women are banned from outdoor parks, among other spaces, and books written by women have been removed from libraries. Women venturing beyond the home must be accompanied by a male guardian, and so-called morality laws curtail their rights to speak, sing, or recite out loud in public.
Women have also been stripped of their protections against domestic violence, rendered legally subordinate to their husbands, and forced to remain in unwanted marriages. The rollback of women's rights, coupled with deepening poverty, has also led to a surge of child marriages in Afghanistan. This is the permanent representative of Denmark to the United Nations, Christina Marcus Lassen.
Yeah, in Afghanistan, they don't really play. Most women who you see covered up like this, a lot of them are married, a lot of them have husbands, a lot of them come from very strict families, and they have just traditional beliefs that women need to be covered up and women are sacred and all these other things. So this obviously is a really fucked up thing that a lot of women can't even show their fucking face because people, just want to police them. Because again, how are people supposed to interact? How are women supposed to date? How are women supposed to experiment? It's just a really fucked up situation that's going on in Afghanistan. And although I would still visit Afghanistan because there's a lot of history and culture there, they aren't getting a lot of good press because of that. So let me tell you this. So I know what Sheriff 7 is telling the truth is because, yes, in many cases, a lot of these Arab dudes and a lot of these dudes who come from these extremist countries that rationalize this kind of behavior where they feel like women should be covered up, yes, a lot of them tend to be bisexual or gay. Again, only the ones who try to rationalize it. There's ones that don't care about it, and there's ones that just simply are against it. The ones that try to rationalize it and say, yes, women need to be doing this, women need to be doing that, and try to use things like intimidation are gay. Let me tell you why. So there's this blogger named Toyosi. Toyosi is a very popular blogger, and he's known to travel the world. He's this African Brit dude, really, really passionate dude about travel, all that stuff. He's been to a lot of countries, and this man said that he went to Afghanistan and he got a visa and everything. This man went to Afghanistan and he got some action. He's a gay black man that got some action from one of the members of the Taliban, and he put it in his article. He was talking about how the dude was showing off his strap, saying, oh yeah, this is my strap. He got down and dirty. He didn't say the person's name. He didn't show the person's photo, but he said he definitely got some action and some attention when he was in Afghanistan. So I'm not using this anecdotal experience as a, yeah, that's how I know. I'm just saying to just trust me on that. Just trust me. And if you don't believe me, ask a lot of Arab women and ask a lot of women who are in the Arab world, in the North African world, in the Middle East world. They will tell you.
There's got to be a lot of gay men over there. There's got to be a bunch of gay men over there that are oppressed and suppressed and taking it out on women. Okay? If they fear women more than they fear their own God, if they fear coming out the closet more than they fear anything, that's why they're violent.
A lot of them are, getting action somewhere. Like a lot of them, when you walk around or you go to these countries, they're holding hands. They're kissing their male counterparts on the fucking cheek. They're going like this. And sometimes that's seen as normal, but a lot of times those dudes are fucking on the low. Like, don't ask me how I know, but yeah, a lot of them are fucking on the low and doing some interesting shit. If you don't believe me, ask anybody you know that's gay and Arab. They will tell you some of these things. If you're a man, put the fucking toilet seat down. It's unsanitary as fuck and it's extremely gross. I'm a male and I think it's gross whenever I walk into any fucking body's house, or if I have like a friend who's a male, or if I go to like my brother's home and the fucking seat is up. Like, this is gross. This is weird. Put the shit down. Honestly, Jennifer Hudson's show should have been canceled instead of Sherry Shepherd. That woman is boring as fuck. She got pipes for days. She can sing her fucking ass off, and that's all I would like to see her do. It's one thing to have an actual show, but her and Sherry Shepherd are on the same fucking slot, same network, make the same type of talk show, but except one is actually comedically interesting and funny and actually conversational, and the other one is like watching a brick wall. Honestly, nothing y'all say can help me justify Austin Mills' father racist rant.
From day one, I said this was never about race. Please don't make it about race and don't politicize it. And what did you do? You chose both. The race card, black fatigue, it's real. I'm sorry. I got a new name for Mello, okay? Because he was such this little boy y'all were trying to portray. How about watermelon felon? How's that one strike you? I hope he enjoyed his first night in that cell last night, because he's going to have many nights to think about what the he did. If you want to talk about stolen land, yeah, that starts here. We were here before y'all were. They took all our land and put us on a reservation. They just brought you guys over on a boat. Works for you? Hey, man, that's your gig. Cool. Doesn't bother me until you bring it in my lane. You bring your lane, I'm going to run your over. You understand that? More melanin than me. Ooh, so you get more in privileges, more entitlement? Because 400 years ago, someone actually sold you to us, and we took you over here and put you to work. And then we had a civil war to free your ass.
Anyways, Austin Mills' father went on this crazy rant, shout out to the waterman that's sitting next to me, and called anyone defending Carmelo Anthony an idiot, and referred to Carmelo Anthony as a watermelon felon because now he's in jail. So people are sitting up here saying, well, he's just mad. I'll be racist too if somebody killed my son. I'd be this, I'd be that. And it was a lot of parents doing this. Listen, that's not at the tip of my tongue. If someone does some fuck shit to me, I'm not going to automatically want to shit on their fucking race. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. Like, at the end of the day, it's fucked up. He lost his child. But it's not on the tip of my tongue to call somebody a fucking watermelon felon and to come for the fucking black community. If you're going to come for somebody, come for them. You know what I mean? Come for their family for exhibiting stereotypical victimhood mentality in the black community. But you trying to like make comments about the black community and mad about Trump and this, that, and third. Bitch, at this point, now I know there was probably some other shit that your son probably said that we don't know about.
And some of the cases we're talking about would be ending birthright citizenship, which now comes to the fore.
So Trump is still pushing this idea of trying to end birthright citizenship. And people are obviously trying to say that it's racist and it's prejudice. I've been very critical about Trump. I'm going to be real. It's not racist that he wants to end birthright citizenship at all. So what's interesting is people keep saying that it's racist of him because if y'all don't know what birthright citizenship is, it's basically when somebody has the right to be from a country and get citizenship in that country just because they were born there. People say that it's racist. No, it's not. It's fucked up. Yeah.
Ending birthright citizenship, which now comes to the fore. That was meant for the babies of slaves. It wasn't meant for people trying to scam the system and come into the country on a vacation. This was, in fact, it was the same date, the exact same date, the end of the Civil War. It was meant for the babies of slaves, and it's so clean and so obvious. But this lets us go there and finally win that case because hundreds of thousands of people are pouring into our country under birthright citizenship, and it wasn't meant for that reason.
So my parents were immigrants, and they came to America, I want to say in the 70s and the 80s. My parents came to America after the black Americans who fought really, really hard to make it possible for other people to come to America and live peacefully. That's when my family came to America. They came in the 70s. They came there to like start new lives, start businesses, and build a life for themselves when they realized that it was safe, thanks to the black Americans that made that possible. But what's interesting is if birthright citizenship was outlawed and not allowed, I wouldn't have been born a fucking citizen of the United States. I was born in America. America's all I know. I'm an American. And I wouldn't have had citizenship because, again, both my parents are from different countries. So what does that say? What y'all don't realize is a lot of countries do the same thing. So the only countries that allow birthright citizenship is basically most of South America, most of Latin America, some parts of the Caribbean, and in many cases, you can get birthright citizenship in Canada, the U.S., and in places like Brazil. Those places usually allow it. The Americas in general allow it. All of Europe, not so much. If you're in Europe and you decide to have a baby and that baby's born in France or Italy, that baby is going to have your citizenship. And you're going to have to go all the way back to your country and do the paperwork to make sure your baby gets your citizenship. Because France, Italy, Switzerland, the Netherlands, Germany, Belgium, they're not giving citizenship to anybody just because your kid was born here. In their head, they see that has nothing to do with us. Send that bitch back to her, send that little baby back to its fucking country. That's literally how these European countries operate. And it's not necessarily racist. It's more so like when you go to Spain, they have so many perks. In Spain, everybody gets, if you work full time, everybody gets at least, like what, I want to say 30 days of paid vacation, 30 days of paid leave. And then even if you're a resident, you also get things like access to their healthcare system, access to their public universities, and a bunch of other shit. So there are a lot of perks that come with these nationalities. And a lot of times when you go to Switzerland, Germany, France, Belgium, Italy, anywhere in Europe, they say, oh, hell no. No, your kid doesn't get to claim this. We built this country, not your kid. Your kid doesn't inherit this. So basically, your parents have to be born in a lot of these European countries in order for them to be a citizen. Or your parent has to have gone through the process of living in a country, working in a country, and then being a citizen in that country in order for your child to get citizenship. It's just the mere fact that most countries also do the same thing. All of Asia and most of Africa also does the same. Are they also racist? It's just really about gatekeeping the country. So there's no getting pregnant and running to France, Italy, Spain, Portugal. Your parent has to basically do the work and actually help the country build. It's not racist. You know what I mean? And my parents were fucking immigrants. They're from different countries. So it's not racist. It's just fucked up. Because again, like I said, it does suck that this whole world has to be bureaucratic and fucking organized in a way where just because there's borders, you cannot be a citizen of the country that you were born in. Because Yeah, people just like to exploit resources, so I get it. I just think it's fucked up and not fair that Trump wants to like try to push it, but it's not gonna happen in America. America literally built the country off of freedom. You know, people come to America for freedom to do whatever the fuck they want and be able to build shit from scratch. That's the purpose of America. So Trump isn't gonna succeed for that at all. Tuskegee University was not wrong for enforcing a dress code on their damn university. So I'm sure most of you have heard, but Tuskegee University is one of the most popular historically black universities in America. And they told people no more fucking bonnets and no more inappropriate headwear on campus.
No bedroom shoes, no bonnets, and no do-rags to class or the cafeteria. That's only some of the updated dress code policy at Tuskegee University. The announcement has taken social media by storm, with opinions split over whether the rules are appropriate or an overreach. The updated policy also requires students to wear business attire for business meetings and to avoid revealing clothing in class, the cafeteria, and convocation.
You need to look presentable everywhere you go. When you leave the house, you have to look your best because you really never know who you're going to meet or run into. And you never know who you're talking to in this weird-ass world where networking is important. If you are racially profiled, put their ass to work.
No, está siguiendo. Let me go elsewhere. She's following me again. There she goes. There she goes right there, son. Let me go to the next one. Everywhere I go, she'll be. There she goes again. She's peeking me all over the place. Huh? What? Huh? You're popping up everywhere I come up. This is crazy. She comes up again. We got our bagged goods. Lady out here. Look, you gotta see the receipt? Huh?
So if you're a Hispanic person, black person, or a brown person at all, and you walk into a store and they harass you, bug you, follow you around, look at you, and watch you, you need to put them to work. If somebody wants to follow you around and look at you to make sure you don't steal and intimidate you, they're doing that on purpose to make you uncomfortable, so that way you know not to bring your shit in their store or come back to their store. It's intentional disrespect to follow you around and make sure that you're not stealing. So a lot of times it's because they're trying to protect their inventory, but what y'all don't realize is they still work there. So this is how you use it to your advantage. If somebody follows you around in the store, you go like this: hey, excuse me, could you please come here? I need help. Okay, where's the chicken? Oh, it's in aisle 2. Okay, well, can you take me there? Well, it's over there. Okay, well, I can't find it. I need you to take me there. Take me there, please. I just cannot find it. I don't know where aisle 2 is. I'm legally blind. Like, I have blurry vision. Just take me there. They take you there. Okay, cool. Hold this chicken really quickly. Can you take me to the apples, please? Because I don't know where the apples are. Oh, can you take me to this too? Okay, and can you please take this to checkout? The minute they give you attitude and go like, oh my God, like literally like you're doing too much, you tell them, okay, but you work here and you're following me. And the minute they want to ask things, you'd be like, okay, well, please bring me to your manager because I want to make it clear to them that you're not helping me anymore. So yeah, please call your manager at this moment because I need help. Like I need help. I don't know why you're not helping me. You don't want to help or make things easier for me. And I bet you they walk away. They leave your ass the fuck alone. Put their ass to work. They claim they're doing their job when they're following around in stores. Put their ass to work and make their ass do their job even more. And best believe, yes, people are definitely staring at you. There's secret shoppers everywhere. There's people like hiding places that you don't see them, watching you through the cameras. There's somebody literally looking at you, looking at your bags, literally through camera. There's hidden cameras and mannequins, hidden cameras behind mirrors, and you would never fucking know it, especially because there's a lot of people that like to steal sometimes. And it's just because it's an environment where people are always stealing and the employees are taught to protect the inventory, people will sometimes make you uncomfortable. And it's nothing personal. And sometimes it is personal and they're racist. So that's why you put their ass to fucking work. That's that for this entire Popular Opinions video. Please just like, comment, and subscribe. Give me your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Let me know how you guys feel about my popular opinions. Let me know if they resonate with you. And let me know if I'm bugging or doing too much. Overall, I know the comment section is going to be spicy as hell. But I don't give a fuck because these are my unpopular opinions. Like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, that's that. Choice out this bitch. Never mind, I find someone like you. I wish nothing but the best of you too. Don't forget me, and me. I forgive everything. I forgot